with you. I know that I need my friends, but I wouldn't wanna leave. You know, I wouldn't wanna bleed. Even my heart, my mind, and my body.
So what is up, Africana fam? It's your girl, Young Africana, back at it again with another banger. And in today's video, I am going to be showing you guys how I achieved this beautiful, flat, seamless, quick weave side part install from start to finish. I am going to be showing y'all the entire process of how I achieved this entire hair look. And I am super excited for you guys to watch. Go ahead and get your popcorn, your wine, your matcha, your tea, babes, for the tea that I'm going to spill on this hair. And if you are new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to your girl. Click that bell to get notified of when I drop my videos. And to my lovely Africana OGs, if you've been here for a while, go ahead and comment a purple heart for your girl. And if you are a newbie here, go ahead and comment down a sunflower. I know, super random, but yeah, just do it. So I want to see who is a part of the family, who is new to the family. I'm not going to talk too much. I do want to get straight into the video, so let's get into it. But before you go ahead and do that, go ahead and like this video if you have not, for the algorithm and your lovely edges. All right. So first things first, you want to make sure that your hair is nice and washed. As you can see, it is freshly blown out and clean. You want to make sure you're starting off with clean hair. And I am going to go ahead and part out the parts of where I want my quick weave, or my leave out for my quick weave to be. I am going to be doing a leave out quick weave. So right now I'm going to go ahead and use my rat tail comb and part my hair. I do like my parts on this side, so I'm going to make sure that I leave out my hair over here. So right here. And you want to make sure that you leave out enough hair on the sides or on the edges that it can cover up your tracks. So this is how much hair I am leaving out. And a way to test it out to see if it covers it up is using your rat tail comb and then kind of going like this. If you can see your rat tail comb, you need a little bit more hair out. So I am going to leave about, I don't want to leave too much out, or I'm going to leave enough out because I want this to look as natural as possible. So this is my leave out part. And then I am now going to go ahead and part my part that I want my leave out to be at. Now for my part, I am going to do it C-curved. So that means I am going to be gathering some hair over here as well too. In front, just to have that C-curve effect. Alright y'all, so this is how much hair I left out over here. This is going to be my leave out on top of my edges leave out. So right now I am going to go to an African hair braiding salon, and I'm going to go ahead and get this braided because I do not have the capacity to go ahead and braid my own hair. So I'm going to take out a little trip and y'all going to see how I got my hair braided. It's going to be real quick though, but yeah. See y'all. All right, y'all, so I just came back from the hair braiding salon, and this is how my braids look like. I'm just going to give you guys a quick 360 of how my braids look. So this is it. As you can see, I have my leave out. This is the back. Now on to the actual install. I am going to go ahead and double up on 2 black wig caps that I got from the beauty supply store. And I will show all the products that I am using in this video and list them down below as well in the description box. So this wig cap does come with 2, so I am going to go ahead and use 2 of them just to protect my hair. And then now I'm going to go ahead and sew around the perimeter of my braids just so my wig cap could stay in place. Alright y'all, so although it may not be visible, I do have all of my perimeter sewed down, and now I'm going to go ahead and start using the protective gel that I got from the beauty supply store. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. This is my Robert Diamond Bond protective shield, and I'm going to put it all over the canvas where I'm going to be placing the tracks at. And I'm also going to be using a dye brush just to spread it out evenly. So it says to be very generous with this product actually. So that is exactly what I'm going to go ahead and do. So we're just going to go ahead and spray all this down. But before I do that, I do want to cut off this little piece that I have. This little strand that I do have. Very generous. And put this all over. And I'm going to work in sections. And this is just to protect your hair from getting any glue on it, because hair glue is extremely hard to get out. Alright you guys, so now I have the bond protector on. I'm going to leave this on for about 20 minutes. It's going to go ahead and let this dry completely before we start on with the install. Now while I let this dry, I am going to go ahead and cut off the excess layers that I have that I didn't gel down. Alright, so now that I have this cut off, this is how we are looking. And this is still drying. I did miss a little piece right here, but it's alright. But yeah, this is how we are looking. This is my leave out. And then...
Alright y'all, so starting from the nape area, I am going to go ahead and use the Salon Pro black hair glue, and I like to measure out my nape area and just where exactly I'm going to go ahead and place my hair before I go ahead and glue it down. I like to pre-cut it prior to me putting it down just so that I don't have any glue overlapping and hitting like my neck or like just my skin in general. So I'm starting off from the nape area and filling in that nape area. So you just kind of want to go from ear to ear until you reach about the top of your ear. And as you guys will see sooner or later, I am going to go ahead and start curving the hair towards the bang area, or where there's more surface area on the sides. And this is just to create the illusion of just like a bang. We don't want our side part to kind of just lay flat to the side. We do want it to have an angle. So I am going to go ahead and start angling the tracks towards like the leave out, if that makes any sense. You guys can see me doing it right here, where I'm starting to angle it towards the front of my face just so it could layer and frame my face. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do like a U type of shape when it comes to gluing down my tracks, and my tracks are pretty close together. I leave them about a ½ inch apart. You don't want to stack them too much because you don't want it to be extremely bulky, but I just try my best to keep them as close together so that it doesn't have any gaps. And as you guys can see, I am just moving in a U shape, and I'm just going to keep on bringing the hair closer and towards my face. On the side where there is a little bit less surface area, I am going to go ahead and place those tracks closer together just so that that area won't be too thin, because I know that because it's not that much space for me to place the tracks in, I know that I do want that place to be as full as possible and not super scanty. So you want to make sure that how you're angling these tracks, you want to make sure that in that side of where there's not that much hair, you are placing them a lot more closer together than where you are placing the tracks where you're creating that shape in front of your face. And when I come towards the front of the place where it has the least surface area, I like to keep them straight, or I don't angle the tracks, I keep them straight just because I want my hair to blend in seamlessly. And when you start bringing it towards your face, your leave out and your hair won't blend in. So I'm just gonna keep on curving it at an angle where it comes to like my bang area up until I reach the part of where there's no more, I guess, space for me to curve it. And then I'm just gonna keep on placing the tracks in between. It is pretty self-explanatory, at least I hope so. So as you guys can see, I'm just keep on curving it all the way up until I hit to where you can't really see the black mesh on my head anymore. And I'm just also just going to be filling in the back as well. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add some highlights. Again, y'all, this hair is from my actual hair vendor, and I had this hair laying around my house. I actually had this like laying around for like years, so I just picked it up and I was like, oh, like let me add some highlights into this hair, because I didn't want it to just be just a straight up black install. I definitely wanted some color, and I feel like this was perfect. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add some highlighted colors. I'm so sorry I don't have a video on how I colored the hair. I just had this hair laying around my house. But yeah, again, I'm filling in that part where it has more surface area, and also the back part. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the place that has the least surface area, and I'm just gonna go ahead and place that track horizontally and not angle it. I'm gonna have those tracks close together so that side is nice and full. And now I went ahead and added this blonde streak, and I really feel like this blonde streak highlighted this hair to the gods. Okay, like it just ate the girls up once I added this piece. I feel like that's where everything started coming together. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and place that track horizontally or vertically from this angle, whichever one. and we're just gonna go ahead and fill in those tracks up until we reach the ending or where the leave out is at. All right, so now that that is done, I'm now gonna go ahead and start with my leave out. I am using my hot comb. This is my hot comb from Andis. You could get this off of Amazon. It's like $15 and it's a really good hot comb that gets really hot. So right now I'm just pressing out my roots, making sure that they are nice and straight, just because I wanted to match the texture of the actual extensions, because these extensions aren't on the coarse side. They're definitely more straight and, like, you know, super silky. So I just want to make sure that my hair matches that. So now I'm going to go ahead and part my hair and start positioning it where I want it to be at. And I'm going to go ahead and just slightly play around with the hair and play around with the part until I get the perfect part. And you just want to make sure that when you're parting it, your hair is covering up the tracks. And as you guys can see, I'm kind of like C curving it in the front because I do want a C curved part. And now I'm just gonna go in with my flat iron, and I'm just gonna go ahead and flat iron this hair. I didn't go in sections. I kind of just did big chunks, just because for the most part the hair was pretty straight, and I was also rushing as well. So I'm just going in, just running the flat iron in until I get it nice and straight. And now I'm gonna go ahead and flat iron my leave out. You want to make sure that your flat iron isn't super hot because you don't want to burn off your leave out. And I'm just combing it just to see how well it blends. And honestly, I am really shook at how well my hair blended into the extensions. I feel like the color really helped me blend in my hair seamlessly. I feel like if I just had all black, it would be a little bit easier to tell where my hair was versus where it wasn't. But since I had a mixture of black, browns, and blondes, my hair just mixed in very nicely. So I'm shocked and also really happy that it blended in that nicely. And how I just make sure I blend it in nicely is just like I also flat iron my leave out with the actual extensions, just so everything could kind of just be cohesive. So I did go in and add in one more track right next to my leave out, just because I felt like it wasn't laying down how I wanted to. And I feel like this track that I added right next to the leave out really made it look more seamless. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and add that right there, right at the part, well, not at the part, but at the very edge of where the leave out begins. And this really just gave it a flush look. And now I'm just going in with my scissors just to cut off that little piece that is sticking out, just so that it doesn't cause any trouble or cause my track to come loose when I comb it out. And I'm just pressing that in until like it dries completely. And now I'm gonna go ahead and blend in my leave out, and boom, y'all see how like it looks better. Let me know if y'all seen a difference of how like that looked before versus when I added that track. It definitely came together a lot nicely. So now on to taming these flyaways. I am using my Carrot Care wax stick, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that only on the roots of my hair and also my baby hairs. I do not like gelling down my baby hairs just because I feel like your hair ages a lot faster when you just gel it down and just put a bunch of product on it. So I feel like this was a lot more lightweight than like your typical gel. And I'm just using my comb just to kind of swoop it, and then using my hot comb again just to press out my roots one more time.
All right, y'all, so these are the finished results of this quick weave. This actually came out so much more better than I expected it to come out. I did not know the highlights were going to be this fire and this dimensional. But I am super happy of how this came out. Like, do y'all see this flow? Do y'all see this flow? And this hair is from my own personal hair vendor, which I might be using to do a wig collection, but stay tuned, stay tuned. I am in love with the outcome of it. As y'all can see, it just came out super flat. And my hair was actually able to mesh in with the hair really well. My hair is 4C, but it is relaxed slash text-lax, so I still have a little bit of texture, but naturally my hair grows out to be 4C. And this is bone straight hair, and it definitely blended in really seamlessly. I really love the fact that I added in these dimensions because I feel like it really hid my hair well. And y'all, just look at how flat this is. Like, she's that girl. She's that girl. But I hope this video was super informative. Go ahead and give me a big fat thumbs up. If y'all love this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not. Click that bell to get notified when I drop new videos. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.